Welcome to a brand new episode of the Transfer Talk, where we'll be discussing the latest Palace transfer rumours of the day. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first rumour is on Conor Gallagher. According to various reports, the Chelsea youngster is set to be given his chance in the Premier League, with reports of a loan switch to Crystal Palace. Also, reports are suggesting that he has had his medical on Sunday, and last season in the Championship, he scored 6 goals and had 11 assists. Gallagher is a box-to-box midfielder, has been linked with a move to Palace before, but back then he was also rumoured to join other clubs, so we weren't really too sure whether he'll join Palace, but it seems like he's set to join Palace. Had his medical on Sunday, and it's a bit weird why it isn't confirmed yet, but we'll see what happens during the week. Hopefully it gets confirmed this week, but as I've said, 20-year-old box-to-box midfielder, can go forward and get the assists and the goals, but the most important thing is that he can also defend. He loves the tackle, as you can see in his highlights, which I'll highly recommend that you go and watch. He loves putting in a sliding tackle, and that's why I think he fits into Roy's system. And for Gallagher, I think he's a replacement for McCarthy, a short-term replacement for when McCarthy does leave, because as I've suggested in previous episode, I don't see McCarthy staying here at the end of the window. But there's one thing that I'm frustrated with this deal, is the fact that he is going to be a loan without an option to buy. And that is annoying, because as we saw with Ruben Loftus-Cheek last season, when he was playing for Palace, is that no matter how good these players play, they're not going to be staying with us. And that's always going to be in the back of your mind. So we're ideally developing a player for Chelsea, and a year later, they're going to go back to Chelsea and have Premier League experience and possibly get into their side. And that's one thing that I can't stand. But of course, it will be a short-term option. Let me know what you guys think of the Gallagher deal. Do you think that the loan without an option to buy is a sensible move? Because as I said, we might sell McCarthy, but leave down your comments down below and let me know. The next rumour is on Flynn Downes. According to the Daily Mail, the Ipswich midfielder has handed in a transfer request to force a move to Crystal Palace. The Eagles have had 2 bids in the region of £2 million turned down by the Tractor Boys, but Downes is determined to join the Premier League side. The general manager of football operations at Ipswich said the following: "We have received 2 bids for Flynn over the last week or two, but they are nowhere near the club's valuation." Downes has been rumoured to join the club last week, and now it seems like he's handed in a transfer request. So Flynn Downes, a 21-year-old midfielder, very good on the ball, but even if he was to join, I don't think he'll be a starter, because reports have been suggesting that if he was to join Palace, he could go back out on loan, so it's one for the future. But where things get interesting is that he has handed in a transfer request. Palace have put bids, but it's all been turned off. £2 million is the rumoured bid that Palace have put in, and it seems like Ipswich want around £5 to £8 million. And let me know what you guys think. I think £5 million is a reasonable offer, especially for a player that has got potential. But £8 million, I'm not a massive fan of that, because that just sounds a bit too much for a player who's in League One football. Yes, he has performed for Ipswich, but I don't know, it just doesn't sound right. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How much do you think we should go and put in for Flynn Downes at max? For me, £5 million, but leave down your comments down below. But Flynn Downes has handed in a transfer request. Well, that's it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future content, that would be brilliant. And until next time, up the Palace.